boys and girls. It's story time. I'm Dr. Joanette, and this is HartsLight Kids Story Time, where kids shine bright. Today, I'm going to be reading you a book. It is a special day of celebration for Mexico, and today I have a book called Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo is the 5th of May. It's a holiday that celebrates the day that Mexico's army was victorious over France at the Battle of Puebla during the French and Mexican War. Cinco de Mayo, written by Andrew T. Pitt. Once upon a time in a small Mexican town, there was a young man called Pablo. He was a true Mexican at heart, loving his nation and traditions deeply. But the town Pablo was living in was a very poor town, and the people couldn't afford to have big celebrations. It was the New Year's Eve, right at the stroke of midnight when the year changed, and Pablo made a New Year's resolution in front of the huge white cactus he had in the backyard. He promised himself to arrange the best celebration for the Cinco de Mayo in the cheapest way possible. He wanted everyone to be able to participate and enjoy themselves. Can you see the smiling cactus? I think the cactus may be excited that he's going to have a big Cinco de Mayo celebration. Pablo started to write on paper everything he needed for the festival he wanted to put together. It took him 2 nights to create the list, only to realize that everything on the paper cost a lot of money, and the people wouldn't be able to afford it. On the 3rd day in the morning, his sister Maria came into his room, and she heard what he was doing and offered her help. Do you sometimes offer to help your brother or your sister when they're trying to figure out how to do something? That is a great way to show somebody how much you care about them and that they are important to you. It took them only 1 day to recreate the list, this time writing down only the things that they knew people would definitely have. The next thing they had to do was to convince the people to participate, to show them that it's easy and inexpensive to do it. Pablo and Maria took their old maracas and they used them to play with that they had used to play with as children and went through the town. The people were delighted with the idea and started making preparations for the Cinco de Mayo. Despite only being February, some people took out their old sombreros and mended them to make them look new. Maria and a few of her friends decided to make a piñata. They wanted to fill it up with the handmade sweets wrapped in colorful paper. They wanted to make the even as cheap as possible. So they sought in their homes old colorful cloths, which they wouldn't wear again, and started sewing them together. The result was a wonderful, colorful piñata, and they were very proud of their work. A festival is not truly a festival without food. The old women of the town said they decided to put together all the food they were going to cook that day for their families. And so they created an area where they shared their meals for the day so everyone could enjoy. The tacos were the most appreciated. Yum, that looks like a yummy taco. I love tacos. They are so good. Some men took out their guitars and started playing cheerful songs. Other men put on their sombreros and picked up their maracas and joined the songs played by the guitarists. When the girls dressed up in their best dresses and started to dance to the rhythms of the music, it sounds like they're getting a festival together, doesn't it? Maria was coordinating the dances, Her dress was a lovely pink color, and everyone adored the way she showed the young girls how to dance. Pablo was very happy because he was able to put together such a festival where everyone had fun and nothing costed any money. They all enjoyed themselves, but the children were the happiest, especially when the piñata was broken and they were able to eat all the yummy candy inside. It was a great success, and Pablo decided to organize it again the following year. Wow, what a great idea. I loved that story. And it's a great lesson for us also to remember that sometimes when we want to put together a party or a celebration, it doesn't have to cost us anything. We can get our friends and our family to help us and plan and make things and recycle things and reuse things. And before you know it, we have a wonderful party that everybody can enjoy. After all, the best thing about a party is spending time with the people we love and having a good time. Think about how you might be able to put together a party that doesn't cost very much at all. And we'll see you next time on HartsLight Kids, where kids shine bright. Thank you. This is Dr. Joanette. See you next week. Bye.